Let's talk about your record. You put one out last year.
I did.
Yeah, which Christmas and Amy Grant goes together like a fireplace. I mean, you know,
marshmallow?
no, I mean you just have it's warm.
Oh, thank you.
You know, you're just such a warm person, and everybody loves you.
Well, thanks. I didn't realize when I first started doing Christmas music that I would record so much of it, or that I would have had so many opportunities to every year to do Christmas music.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of like while I was busy thinking I was aiming toward one thing, this whole other opportunity was developing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's probably what I will be remembered for is Christmas music.
Christmas is so special. This time of year, I expect. Didn't you and Vince meet around Christmas time?
Yes. I've met him, and we'd actually been on a couple of the same stages,
right.
But we never really had a conversation. The Christmas of '93, we each asked the other, would you help me with a Christmas project? He was doing a TV show in Tulsa, Oklahoma, with Chet Atkins and Michael McDonald. Marty Page was the conductor, and I said, oh man, I have told the symphony all year long that I would do a fundraiser for them, and here it was now, like August, September. And so I said, I'm happy to do your show in Tulsa. Would you do a symphony benefit with me?
Mm.
And so it wound up being a Christmas show. But I remember I walked into that rehearsal in Tulsa, and I was, I was nervous and everything, and he came up and he said, hey, underneath that brow, whatever's going on, it's going to be okay. And that was just a time in my life that I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders for all kinds of reasons that I can't even remember now. But I remember thinking, uh-oh, because I felt so comfortable with him. And so we were both married to other people. A lot of time passed, and we just eventually wound up together.
Yeah.
And so every time, like even when we go into rehearsals for Christmas shows, so that was 25 Christmases.
Yeah, I got it.
So, yeah. And anyway, but when we get in rehearsals, he'll go, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm back there again. And it's really sweet and beautiful. It's a great memory, especially for like slightly butting heads. And then we go into rehearsals and go, oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny though how like certain time of the year, or just a chill, or a scent, or a song, Christmas song, all of a sudden it just brings you back to that memory.
Oh man, yeah. And I think Christmas especially is so, once you're an adult, wherever your life finds you, whoever you're around, chances are they know none of the faces that filled your life when you were a child. And so it's a nostalgic time. It's bittersweet, because those of us, I'm 57, I'm sitting there wrapping presents for my children, my grandson, and I'm going, man, I miss my grandmother's. I remember my great-grandmother, and I look around at my family and I go, none of you knew any of them. It's almost like whether it's good or bad, it's something you just carry alone. You just have to kind of honor all of that within you. And so it's, I think that's one reason I've always wanted to do music, because I love the celebration of faith. Good music, great joy for all people.
You do great. Talking about your family, your grandmother, you mentioned her. She must be very special.
Yeah, I was born into a loving family, the youngest of 4 girls.
Yeah.
And my parents were kind and welcoming. And I had a very stable childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I created my own messes, but messes were not created for me. Yeah.
You created most of them.
Yeah, but I just am so grateful for my mom and dad, so grateful for the way they prayed for me and my sisters, and mostly I just loved how they treated each other and everybody.
Yeah.
You know, they were just great people, easygoing. I never ever heard either one of my parents say anything disparaging about somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would say the truth, but they didn't gossip for sport.
Right.
And they were just good, solid people.
Yeah. What do you love now about Christmas at your house? You and Vince. What does that look like? Is it crazy? Is the house crazy?
Not yet. So I love that our doors open.
Does Vince cook for Christmas? Do you think everybody does it?
Yeah, Thanksgiving is all hands on deck.
All hands.
Like everybody.
Gotcha.
And then for Christmas, we're less sentimental about Christmas dinner and things like that. I really am. Like Christmas breakfast is the one we always
See, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is it more of a breakfast thing?
Yeah, and mostly because it's easy. It's hard to screw up, and it's no pressure.
Oh, I can do it.
Yeah.
I can
One year, Jenny, Vince's oldest daughter, she and her husband Josh were going to go to Josh's parents and have dinner, and they got sick. And Jenny called and said, "I've got everything," and we actually had Christmas Eve dinner, and I didn't have to lift a finger.
Mm-hmm.
And that
works.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor?
I'll try.
Would you do the same plan? Would you do that?
Sure, yeah.
We do Tennessee Christmas.
Yes, I will. So Gary Chapman and I wrote this song 35 years ago. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yes. And when I recut it a half step lower after 35 years, he called and said, "Thank you." Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah. Come on, weatherman, give us a forecast of snowy white. Can't you hear the praise of every childlike heart tonight? Rockies are calling, Denver snow falling. Somebody said it's 4 feet deep, but it doesn't matter. Give me the laughter. I'm gonna choose to keep another tender Tennessee Christmas, the only Christmas for me, where the love circles around us like the gifts around our tree. Well, I know there's more snow up in Colorado than my roof will ever see, but a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me. I'm so glad you sang. I was going, don't hold down on me, come on.
I love that. I love it.
It's an easy song.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. I feel like, I never had like a screamer voice, and I've gotten a few more notes as I've gotten older, but sort of our limitations create our style. And I feel like I've just always tended to write songs that were comfortable and cozy because that's what I could sing.
Mm.
And it's been fun.
Have you listened back to some of your records? Some of that stuff ain't comfy and cozy. That's some of the over-the-top stuff. Now, you can say whatever you want. But what are some of the things that you're a part of now? I mean, as far as outreaches and...
Yeah. Well, first off, music is easy to share. Mm-hmm. And music always brings people together. And so it's easy to be a part of anything that's philanthropic when people just say show up with a guitar. I mean, that's like,
mm-hmm.
That's the easiest thing in the world. But I feel like in the last few years, all of these kind of disparate threads of people that I've met over the decades are kind of weaving back together. And so much bigger situations will come along that require a longer effort, more thought, more creativity to go, how do we approach these problems in our city? How do we approach these problems? And it's just a new way of using creativity and connecting people that you've met over a lifetime.
Over the years, yeah.
Over a lifetime. And
music brought it, a lot of times music has brought it together.
yes. And so one of the things I've recently been doing just in the last year is inviting veterans that struggle with PTSD to come to our farm with songwriters, and they find a way of reframing some of their trauma and being able to share it in a song. And so it creates community, and you know, making music with people, when you can sing a song, and I mean, every heartbreak song, you feel like you're alone with a broken heart, but you sing it and somebody else goes, that's exactly how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens with those veterans, that they talk about, this is how I feel, and you get however many people are in the room with them going, I'm the exact same way, I'm the exact same way. But the first one of those songwriting retreats, because the pilot program that they did was at the farm, and a young man got up and he said, I mean, y'all know me, I've been in and out of different treatments. I've tried to kill myself so many times, jumping off the bridge, didn't work. And I'm going, oh my goodness, this is. So Vince and I just purchased 80 guitars to give to veterans, because they've got songwriting programs and different, you know, we're just a tiny cog in that wheel, but I know people that make great guitars for not thousands of dollars. And anyway, so that's one thing. And then I've done 3 summers of a 2-week day camp at our farm. Mm-hmm. And that's my other passion. So, and that's just getting kids together from every socioeconomic background. We want a day camp that looks like heaven.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
And counselors the same way. And it's a wild ride for 2 weeks. It's part of Barefoot Republic.
Yeah.
And I'm teaching archery and taking them on hikes and mixing cement.
Wait. Teaching archery?
I'm a certified archery instructor.
Come on.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh my God! I want to come to your camp.
It's fun. I know.
Tree climbing.
Yeah, like with ropes. My son was certified, and it's been so. This farm that I've had for 20 plus years, suddenly my family were using that to give back. It's just made life such an adventure. It's the permanent home of nothing, but the temporary home of a lot of things. And
you truly are the heart and the light of Christ.
Oh man!
I just say thank you.
Oh well, I've been loved. I've been loved back from the edge.
All right, so can I do this? This is going to be fun.
All right.
It's going to be just quick questions.
Quick answers.
Sure.
Okay.
They'll be faster while I read them. All right, fake Christmas tree or real?
Oh, I can't believe you asked me that.
Why?
This is my first year to have an artificial tree. I've had a Christmas tree up since the 3rd week of October. And had it been live, it would have been just
gone.
a stick with a circle of beetles around it. So.
Okay, so it's a fake this year. Next year?
I don't know.
Okay. Opening gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Okay.
Christmas Day. Okay. Sugar cookies or chocolate chip or something?
Which cookies do I like better? Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip? Okay. Multicolored lights or white lights?
Both. I grew up with both.
Bing Crosby, White Christmas, or Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song?
Oh, I have to go Nat King Cole.
Yeah?
Yeah, Christmas song. In fact, you know, Ralph Carmichael was the arranger on the whole record of Nat King Cole's, and it's my favorite.
Nat King Cole?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's nothing like those Christmas records, except this one. All right. Did you see what I did there?
That was a stretch.
That was a stretch. Yeah. Okay. It's a Wonderful Life or A Christmas Story?
It's a Wonderful Life.
All right. So, happy holidays or Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.